Bea, thank you very much for agreeing to this. And I just want to say now, I'm such a big fan of people who are brave, who goes through a lot of things and takes on the world, pero okay pa rin yung demeanor. I'm such a big fan of people like you. I just want to say it.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. Actually, thank you for inviting me here. It's such an honor to. Honestly, I really wanted to share my voice because, like you said, it's not very easy. I mean, probably I made it look easy, but it is not. Of course, I don't show times when I'm very weak or I'm crying, but I tried to, especially in Instagram, where I have quite a few followers who are also in the same situation as me.
Just so the people listening know, you are in Canada.
Yes, I'm in.
At grabe, let's talk about that storm na pinagdaanan mo. And this is actually what attracted me to doing this story. If I am correct, you were age 16, no? When you were diagnosed that autoimmune disease.
Yeah, I battled for quite a long time. It took us 1 year actually for the hospital to figure out what was wrong with me. I was diagnosed 17, but I was going through it 16 to 17. Mm-hmm. And then I think around malapit na ako mag-18, that's when parang I was just stage 1 and parang naayos namin. So bumalik yung I guess yung normal test, and so but I didn't know that you have to live with it throughout your life. I was already diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called IgA nephropathy. And it's basically your own kidney na atake niya. Yung sarili niyang body is parang na-atake niya yung kidney. Parang ganun. So my problem was yung white blood cells ko would not go through, exit my body, na stay siya in the kidneys.
But you were so young back then.
Yeah.
So parang madaling ma-recover yung katawan mo eh.
For siguro normal people with healthy bodies, with no autoimmune, they probably feel like their body can bounce back. But for me, it added more stress to the point na nahirapan na sa kidneys. So that's what happened over the years since I was 16. Nag-fail na sa kidney by the time I was 28 years old in 2018. So over years of little things like say siguro na stress ako from I had dengue. So for a normal person, your body can come back from that. But mine, nahirapan sa kidney. And then I had parang food poisoning twice where I was hospitalized for almost a week and a half. So like that really put a strain on my body. I didn't know that sleeping patterns, I mean, my work before, you literally parang awake at 24 hours, you work 5 a.m., you come home at 5 a.m. So it was basically like that. I didn't know that it could also stress your body, especially for me who have an autoimmune disease. And what's weird nga is parang 2 months before I was diagnosed or I was starting to feel sick, I was going through like some sort of quarter life crisis, or I was parang nag-awaken na yung...
Were you? A normal comment would say, diba, masyado ko pang bata for a quarter life.
I know, but I don't know, but my soul was starting to look for something. And and then I started praying na parang, God, I feel like there's something more. Can you open a door for me to make me, parang use me as a, I don't know, like something. I feel kasi na parang I could do more. I feel like parang nawawalan ako ng sense of, I guess, how do you say that? Like I want to be more. I want to help. I guess I want more purpose in life. But I was looking for something deeper than what I was doing.
During this time, nanalo ka na nito ng Miss International.
Yes. I was 28 years old when I was already asking for deeper things. I started questioning what life's purpose is, why we're here, ano ba talaga ang reasoning ng lahat, what is a person's purpose, what is meant for, what's bigger. in this world. Like I was starting to question those things at the age of 28. And then I started asking God to open a door for me. I don't know. It was just like, can you please open something for me that I feel very passionate about? And then a few months later, a month and a half, something like that, I started feeling sick. I was vomiting. I had really bad migraines. And it was at least once a week, naging 3 times a week, naging every day. And I was like, this is not right. Sobrang sakit ng ulo ko, I would vomit almost every time I would eat, even drink. So I said, this is not normal. Like
you were in the Philippines nung mga panahon na to.
Yes. And then I thought I have aneurysm because at that time, a famous actress passed away from aneurysm. And so I was really, really scared. And so I went to the ER, and after everything, they made, they do all the blood tests. That's when we figured out why is my creatinine super high. But the other organs were very okay. It was not matching what I feel, because I feel normal except for the migraines. And so we did more testing, and I did a biopsy. And that's when we figured out that my kidneys were only 15% functioning inside. So parang my whole world started to crash. Parang I don't believe that. Like I feel okay. Wala naman akong lagnat. Like I don't see any problems. Kasi umayos, di na rin ako nagka-migraines after. So it was like, I feel okay. But then after a few days, I felt weaker and weaker and more tired. And then the doctors were telling me, if you were my sister, I would immediately take you get kidney transplant. If you were
both
my sister,
kidneys ba to na 15% functioning or just one?
Yeah.
Both
kidneys. Yeah.
Wow.
At that time, hindi ko pa sinasabi sa family ko. But if I figured it out, because apparently my boyfriend snitched on me. And so my mom kasi have a lot of renal friends, renal nurses, sorry. When my mom, shared the news, they knew right away, take Bea here na. Wala na dapat ibang isipin kundi prioritize Bea coming home, because we do have one of the best treatments when it comes to dialysis, because they know that it will take a little bit of time to go through the transplant process. So I was forced to come back to Canada, and parang I was matigas pa ang ulo kasi I was still going through in denial, I guess.
And you were working that time. Siyempre, di ba parang pagkang feeling mo, you're on top of your game. Ang dami-dami kong gagawin, wait lang.
So that was like the second year parang nag-artista ako. And so I was like, no, that's not right. Like, okay pa ako I'm strong. I guess my will was stronger than my body feeling that time. Kasi I was matigas ulo. So, pero nung muntikan akong mahimatay, while with my family, that's when I was rushed to the ER as well. And that's where it started na. And then after a few days, we started dialysis. And I went through the treatment where I can study to do dialysis on my own.
You were doing dialysis on your own? Like,
yes.
So, inaral mo talaga yung kung paano i-operate yung machine, kung paano maglagay ng needle sa'yo?
Yes, I actually did my how to take care of your catheter, how to clean your catheter, how to even manage yung mga emergencies.
I mean, Bea, talk about independence. Come on, being independent.
So for me, kasi it also made me confident in myself. At the same time, I was being educated about my situation and the dialysis treatment. So it was really, parang the more I get educated, the more I become confident, the more I understand, the more I realize that I am capable of living normal life through dialysis.
It's like having a kidney outside of your body, diba?
Yes, exactly. Because you have to be very precise when it comes to dialysis and how to really go through the treatment. Because aside from the machine itself, you also have to apply the certain supplies So you have to adjust the numbers, and then every day depends on how your body, or like kung halimbawa marami kang tubig that day, you have to adjust the numbers yourself. So I was educating at that time. So your body's gonna change, your hormones gonna change. So nagka-pimples ako. Which was like, parang, I'm 28. Bakit ganito? Parang I'm a teenager. And then, nag-iba yung I guess, yung moods ko. So parang nag-change siya bigla. But after 4-5 months, parang biga siguro na-adjust ko na rin mentally. Nag-adjust na rin si body, na-understand na niya. So parang it really takes time. So for the people who's going through dialysis na hindi nakaka-understand na bakit ganito yung katawan nila, bakit mabilis silang magalit or maiyak or something, it's not also just their mental health. It's also yung physical body nila. It's going through this.
Pero yung journey towards that, you know, yung sharing mo, I would believe na ito yung darkest times that you had to adjust, that you had to accept dun sa naging situation mo.
Yeah, the 4 months that I was quiet, I really was battling, mentally. Kasi physically, my body's already battling it. But because I was going through it, the process of going to hospital every day, parang yung mental health ko, hindi ko masyado na-focus because na-focus ako more on I guess, by the book ng dialysis, the treatment itself. So aside from you going through, the realization of, hello, hindi ka na maka-work sa Philippines, may dialysis ka, your kidneys are failing. Your body is also going through changes kasi nga, the kidney is not working anymore. I didn't really feel sort of like heaviness or negativity around it because I guess
exciting
it was
lang siya.
Yeah, and it was moving slow, but I don't know, I felt very at ease and light. And I just have this feeling na ito na parang I know. I don't know what it was, pero I just have this strong feeling na I know it's gonna happen. And then during that time, because nagpa-therapy na ako and iba na yung mentality ko, the way I was waiting was it's more of it will take time, but it's gonna happen. Take your time. It's okay. Every time that I feel, umiiyak ako every day sometimes when I'm looking at my dialysis. Pagod na ako. I want to sleep. I want to rest, but I have to go through the treatment of dialysis. It will take me 30 minutes to set up the machine, and then another 30 minutes to, put me with the machine as one. Parang I have to attach myself, and there's some sort of like process to go through that. So 1 hour maximum before I get to sleep. So parang I'm always crying. Minsan pagod na, and I just want to sleep. And then I realized, your sleep's gonna be so much better and so much more deeper because you went through this. And then that's what I look forward to. I always look forward to like, yes, malapit na siya. This is just a process. They had this is just to teach you to, be patient.
Ano ang stronghold mo that time, Bea? What kept you sane?
To live. I want to live. That was my main thing because I don't want my family to see me
Deteriorate.
God gave me, life. So why would I not fight for it when He is fighting for me? I have to also be there to support myself because honestly, walang makaka-fix sa'yo kung di ka. And then that's when I went through the mindset na the way you think reflects also the way you feel inside. And your body will also react. So parang na-understand ko na I really, really have to stay in the light in order for me to feel positive. May mga days na, syempre, I'm allowed to feel whatever I feel, I mean, I went through something drastic and crazy and life-changing. I'm allowed to feel sad. I'm allowed to feel angry. I'm allowed to feel all sorts of things, but I have to pick myself up. That's what I always say. You have to pick yourself up no matter what.
We are going to talk about the transplant now.
Mhm.
It's so difficult kasi, di ba, to find a donor. Especially kasi, number one, yung kung hindi kayo same tissue type, I guess, maraming mga factors eh. Hindi lang yon na parang you found out agad na your brother was a viable donor or hindi pa?
Hindi pa because my family, parang tatlo sila na nagpa-test. So what you do is you go through muna the paperwork. If you're mentally prepared to go through the process. So that's what the I guess the Canadian government first do. So it was my mom who went through it first, but there's problems and irregularities in na parang they can predict in the future that she might need her second kidney. So we went with my sister, who was also a candidate. And then she decided after half a year na, because she was proposed to, and then she wanted to have a family right away. So parang, okay, let's decide with my brother. My brother was like, yeah, let's go through it. Parang I'm ready na. But because of the pandemic, natagalan. And
how old is your brother?
My brother is 24 years old.
Courageous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And, honestly, it was the very first time I've seen him do something that's so mature and brave na none of like people my age can even say that they can do. He extended my life basically.
How long?
His name is Paul
Paul, yeah. How long did it take him to decide? Na ibibigay niya sa'yo yan?
It wasn't even like right away. He was one of the person may naiiyak ako, but when I was telling them na ito nga yung sabi ng doctor, ito yung results ng biopsy, umiyak sila, and it was him who told me na, why are you still there? Why are you not flying here by tomorrow? Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? It was him na kind of forced me or gave me the confidence to leap and fly back to Canada. It was him. Kasi my mom, I know my mom's always gonna be a mom, so she will try to persuade me taga. But my brother, when he said na parang, ano po bang hinihintay mo?
Nandito na, oh. Ito na.
Bisaya. Siyempre, kasi Bisaya. Sabi niya, ano pang ginahulat mo? What are you waiting for?
Oh.
Balik ka na dito. That's what he said. Balik ka na, come home. Because of that, na parang napadecide ako na, okay, let's go back to Canada and let's go back to home. And so it's just so funny, not funny, but parang intense how the things work. Na parang he was one of the reasons why I come back here. I missed out kasi a lot in my brother's youth. I didn't see him grow up because I was in.
Parang all of a sudden he was already 23 and deciding to give you something.
Oo. Ano na siya? Meron na siyang may sarili na siyang pag-iisip. Hindi ko na siya dati nahihila ko siya, let's go watch a movie. Dati, pagkamalan ko pa siya.
What was the conversation like, Bea, nung time na sinasabi niya sa'yo na, okay, I'm going to give you my other kidney or one of my kidneys?
It wasn't even a conversation. It was the whole family. Umiiyak my sister na sorry siya na hindi siya makapush through sa the what do you call this, the process. My brother was like, okay, I'll do it. Walang, yeah, he was like, let's do it. And then even beforehand, while my sister was deciding the next few steps, my brother was already, bakit ang tagal? Ako na nga, gumagana na siya. And I was like, relax ka lang. Let's, we have to go through the process. It's not like parang right away ganito. Tapos, siya pa nga yung tumatawag mismo sa um, sa donor program, sa donor team, na parang, what's happening? Bakit ang tagal? Ano pa ba yung next kong kailangan gawin? Send me na the requirements. Siya yung gumaganon because parang compared to, I guess, to the Philippines, mas matagal yung sa amin kasi mas conservative dito. And also, because of the COVID situation, mabagal yung processing sa hospital because there's quite a few surgeries na on hold. Parang siya pa nga yung nang force sa donor team to pabilisan.
Grabing bravery ng kapatid mo.
Yeah.
Grabe.
And I would try to talk, I tried to talk to him, parang, are you sure? Sure ka ba? Parang, and then he gets mad. Ano ba, Ate Bea? Ikaw, you would do this for me, right? I'm like, yeah, in a heartbeat, sabi niya. So, don't ask me if I'm, forced or, kasi you asked that, and parang, forced ka ba? Do you feel pressure to help me? Kasi I'm your ate. And,
I'm sorry, I can't help but tear up too. But, yeah.
And you gotta ask these things because ate, as an eldest, diba, you take care of your family, you take care of your siblings, and I've done that for the longest time since I was.
Ate ka eh, ikaw yung panganay eh. I should be taking care of everyone.
And my mom had to work. I was 9 years old. My mom had to leave us to my grandparents, and so I took care of my siblings at the age of 9 years old. And so for him to stand up like that as a man to rescue me, that was such more than bravery. That's a lot of love. That's deep love. And when you're faced with a person who's willing to love you so deep, who would give a piece of their organ to you, how do you say thank you to that? How do you even show gratitude? How do you but I keep asking him, and so I made him that, parang, okay, I'm gonna accept your gift, but you have to promise me that you're gonna live a healthy, beautiful life, because as an ate, I want to see you as well. And sabi niya, Ate Bea, baliktad, I want to see you live a beautiful life. And diba? Parang, my God, pang magpakailanman story. A beautiful exchange of words, my brother. Like, such a young age, pero napaka deep, napaka loving, napaka beautiful person, my brother. And he's my inspiration to live a beautiful life, basically, to live a meaningful life with purpose. I'm gifted a second chance in life, and I'm not gonna waste it with small things na hindi important. Sorry, sobrang aga for you to cry.
No. Bea, your brother gave you I would just call it a Christmas gift.
Like a life
for
gift.
Life. Major operation ito, and I know sobrang hirap nito physically and emotionally. Yung day na transfer sa'yo yung kidney, what was it like?
Oh my God. Nagkaroon pa kami ng parang Grey's Anatomy moment with my brother.
Oh.
I ran to parang the pre-surgery unit. I talked to the nurse. I begged the nurse, parang, please, I want to say, I just want to say hi to my brother before he's being pushed to the ER. Wow. So I ran there.
Ano yung conversation nyo? Tinanong mo ba siya, are you sure talaga? Final answer na yan, ha?
Pagpunta ko dun, parang tinatanong pa ng mga nurse na, okay lang ba? I saw my brother being wheeled na. Parang he had his little unit, he was being taken to the ER, and I was like, oh, I hugged him and I started crying. I'm like, John, thank you for doing this for me. And then he was like, don't make me cry, you're gonna make me cry too, while he's already dressed and even the nurses were crying with us. And
did you ask him, was he scared that time?
Actually, he said he was not scared. He was excited. He was more, let's get it over with. That was his whole, let's get it over with. Ang tagal, ganun. That was his whole mantra. And then I said, relax ka lang. Like, are you sure you want to go through this? And he's like, don't even ask me that. Like, yeah, I'm very, very 100% sure. Since like the very beginning for a year, I always ask, like, are you sure, Paul? Yes, I'm 100% sure. Palagi ang answer niya.
Paano kaya niya prepare yung sarili niya for that, no? Na parang, it was so sure, it was so brave. Ang galing. Like, parang, paano?
Yeah.
Like, ang hirap lang isipin, no, Bea? Like, parang ako, I'm just being the third person here, and then, iniisip ko, parang, paano kaya kung ako yun? How would I prepare myself? Along the way, I would have doubts for sure.
The way he answered, kasi never siya nagka-doubt. I always ask him, like, do you have like second, like mga pre-jitters, mga like, like, do you think about? Sabi niya, no, because you would do this for me too. He would ask me, would you do this for me? I'm like, yeah, see? So don't even ask me. And so it was like, wow, like, napaka-deep mo naman. You're only 24. Tapos, di ba?
So true, Bea. So true.
You're only 24. What do you know about life? When I was 24, I was just competing in a beauty pageant na parang,
I was having fun that time.
Having fun, I like the competitiveness of, but never that I wanna save someone. I wanna donate a piece of me to save someone. Never yan na pumasok sa isip ko when I was 24. But he was very, very
sure.
Very strong. And very strong. And dito kasi parang you have your own team. So pag may mga, say, they give you psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist to really, really assess your mindset, or if you're mentally stable or mentally ready. So my brother have his own team that he can talk to 24 hours a day. He can call them, email them if he needs advice, or if he has like, mga questions. So he was very well informed. He was very just strong-willed. And I'm so proud of him as an ate, and so grateful as, the recipients of his kidney.
Let's go to that day na post-op, and you're already both of you are already out of the operating room. What was it like?
Oh my God, he visited me. He's my first visitor.
Oh, your first visit?
We were in the same.
No, actually, he visited his kidney.
Yeah. Kasi nakalabas na siya before me. So he was already in his room. I was willed to my room mga later night time. And then I was still unconscious the whole parang nighttime. And then the next morning, he visited me and I said, oh my God, are you okay? How do you feel? Do you feel pain? He's like, yeah, it's painful to walk. Kasi so what walking, like, wow, kakatanggal lang sa'yo ng kidney mo, walking ka na agad.
Ang bilis naman. Oh, well, he's very young kasi.
He was already asked to walk kasi. He was told to walk around and to practice, like the stretching a little bit, the wound, I guess, para hindi masyadong mapagod. I guess I don't know what it was, but we were told to walk. I was already told to walk around. I mean, bit ko na yung pipad ko. I'm already walking around. So it's one of the recommendations on doctors to, I guess, so that the kidney will mabilis mag-heal and mag-work.
And what was the conversation like nung time that you were walking together and meron ka na, I mean, there's greater hope in you kasi meron ka ng bagong kidney.
Yeah, he was giving me advice like, Bea, dahan-dahan lang, Ate Bea, use this type of, kasi there's different walkers, so you use like yung parang pangmatanda. yung apat na. Yeah, he told me to use the one where you're standing, like a taller parang walker. where you do this. And so he was the one telling like, use that. Yeah, he was more of like the older sibling.
All of a sudden, ikaw yung bunso and siya yung kuya.
Ako yung naalagaan niya. So parang, hindi niya na masyado naisip that he's also in pain. And there was even a time where he visited me and my mom wasn't there pa. Parang that was the first time na tinanggal the machine. Kasi we can control, for the first few days, you can control the pain reliever that you send to yourself. Or like, you can just push the button and then you get pain reliever. And natanggal na yun. I think that was the second day pa lang, third day. Tinanggal na. And hindi ko pa na-feel yung pain until, oh my God, I felt the pain. Like, yung wound. Parang, oh my God, ang sakit!
Ito pala yun, without painkillers.
Oh my God! And then, oh my God, ito pala yung mga anak siya. But 30 minutes bago mag-work yung pain reliever. So for the 30 minutes, sobrang sakit. He was also, nag-feel na rin niya yung pain.
Tayong mga firstborn, na parang we kind of see yung mga bunso natin is parang kahit na sabihin mong 40 na tayo or 50 or whatever, parang
baby, you're
5-year-old ka pa rin sa akin.
Yeah, that's what I see my brother. Whenever I look at him and napapansin ko his voice is different from what I have in my memory of him. Oh my God, naiyak ako. Kasi, we were raised in the province and he was only 2 years old when I was asked to take care of him. So for him to save my life and for him to basically stood up like a man and say, I'll take care of you. That was pretty intense for an ate to because I didn't even want it. I didn't even want his kidney because as an ate, as the eldest, diba? You don't want something happen to your brother, especially your baby brother. I asked God kasi the very first time that I asked God for something was a baby brother, and I was 6 years old. I think I was 4 when I started praying. I was 4, 5, 6, and then 7, and then he was born. So he really was God's gift sa amin, and he was
in more ways than one now, Bea.
Sobra.
He's God's gift to you.
Yeah, and I always tell him that parang, when I was around 4 years old, you're my very first prayer kay God. The very first time I actually prayed kay God was to have a baby brother. And for you to be my donor pala and to save my life, like, that is more than just a miracle. That is, parang, I don't know what to say. How do you explain that?
Bea, I wanted to know, anong sabi ng doctor sa'yo? Kailan mo malalaman na successful pala na tinanggap ng katawan mo yung kidney?
I already found out. Kasi
okay.
One month until...
So tapos na yun?
Yes, I celebrated my first month with my little kidney, and also they're taking out the dialysis machine in my house in a few days.
Wow!
So that means we are on a successful future. Wow,
grabe, that's good news.
Yes. And my creatinine is pang 24-year-old, mind you.
Kasi you're taking on dun sa creatinine ni Paul.
Yeah, brother ko.
Well, it's good that she's lived a healthy life, no?
Yes.
Bea, aside from that, like, I'm very interested to know, ano yung mga small rewards mo sa sarili mo, parang pag napagtagumpayan mo yung parang almost failing ka na, pero okay, I picked myself up, and then you try to reward yourself with something. Meron ka bang gano'n?
I'm very fortunate ako na mababa yung phosphorus ko. Yung phosphate ko is sobrang baba. The hospital wants me to actually eat more ice cream. That was their prescription.
See, God opens a window.
I mean, it is. I love ice cream, and So I would eat ice cream, or I would take my mom out. We would go on dates, my mom and I. We develop different type of relationship. We become stronger and closer, my mom and I. My sister, I would take them on dates separately or even together. And we really, I don't know why, parang hindi na kailangan namin sabihin sa isa't isa. We don't need to plan things. We just know. Nag-sync kami ng family ko. Na parang, oh, Sunday, let's go out, this. Or like, I would find something on social media. Oh, I like this food, let's go. And then my sister would, yeah, let's go. Or even a small thing as nails. Getting my nails done. You know, getting a foot and mani-pedis is made me feel so good. I don't know the beauty of pampering yourself. Yun yung mga small little rewards sa sarili ko that I had no idea made me feel so good after. Na it lasts for how many days? Weeks actually. And it's more importantly made my family super close. But now I have deeper relationships with my sister, my brother, my mom, and us as a whole. You know, I don't know, it's just more beautiful now.
That reflects dun sa itsura mo.
Thank you. I feel very healthy.
You have a new life, Bea. I mean, so to speak. So I want to know, who is Bea now?
Wow. That is still an ongoing question. But I mean, that's still an ongoing process. It's a question that I am continuously asking myself. But then I realized that there shouldn't be a pressure because life is so beautiful, and I love to see the process of me becoming a whole new Bea. And I just actually went through it na umiyak ako na parang, what is it now? Sino na ako now? What's my new chapter? What is this? And then I realized there's no pressure. But one thing is for sure, I want to live it to the fullest. That is my new mantra, like to live life to the fullest, because I'm given a second chance in life. And and I don't want to waste it. And so I think that's new Bea is still in the process, but new Bea loves life. I listen to myself. Whatever it is that I want to do or feel, I just follow. Kasi parang naisip ko before, I used to be like this in life. Na, rigorous and everything. I have to get it done. I have to do it now. And then now I'm just like, let yourself be whoever it is, or whatever it is that you feel. Honestly, it's all mindset for me. But I let myself feel whatever it is. I just know na I have to pick myself up. I really think na no matter how much I share it to people, if they don't know it themselves, na hindi nila matulungan yung sarili nila, mahirap siyang ituro talaga.
No, beautiful story. Beautiful story. I've been doing stories for the past 20 years, almost every day, and some stories really hit you. Yung beauty kasi niya is, you cannot fathom the beauty, how it's working, how God is working in so many beautiful ways.
Yes, exactly. And it's hard to explain that. And I think, kasi, I'm supposed to feel like some sort of changes again because of the what do they call this? Anti-rejection drugs. It's super high right now. For the first 3 months, you're given a lot of heavy doses of anti-rejection drugs. And so it's supposed to make me feel all these crazy emotions. But because of my brother's love and gratitude that I have for him, I'm not faced with that dilemma. Because I am just a walking, I feel like I'm glowing with pink and yellow. Like that's what I feel. I feel like I'm a glowing pink and yellow na love and new life. That's what I feel. because of his love, his gift for me.
Si Paul gave you a, I don't know how to classify it, but gave you the best gift ever.
Yes.
So, what is your gift now to give?
I think the gift that I can share to the world is the information, Apparently, there's not a lot of outspoken patients in the dialysis, even transplant. In our community, in the Filipino community, even here sa Canada, konti lang yung nagdo-donate sa family nila. And I want to speak to everyone, in our community, in the Filipino community, na huwag matakot, and that, and as long as you're healthy, nothing's gonna happen to you if you live a healthy lifestyle.
I saw on social media, Bea, na parang you started going out na to the world. And you started to, slowly live a normal life. You were I think you were on a train with your mom the other day. What was it like?
I've decided to take the TTC, or like the subway station, compared to driving, because grabe yung traffic.
Mm-mm.
Parang naalala ko yung Philippines. Parang, ano to, EDSA?
Was it difficult? Difficult pa rin ba hanggang ngayon?
Oh yeah, even laughing still hurts.
Oh my God, and I made you laugh for the past...
No, it's a beautiful pain. Beautiful pain. And you know what? I had to go through. I like the TTC, especially because my doctor's appointment is really early anyways. So I like to wake up super early and then get ready with my mom and then go there. No, wala namang tao. Nobody takes the TTC super early, or the subway. And must stable the bumps. And I get there 45 minutes compared to when I drive, or when they drive me. It's an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So I have to wake up 5:30 a.m. in order for me to get there at 8 a.m. So parang hindi na yun okay. I like to sleep, and I'm still healing, so I need to really sleep. So we've decided to take the TTC. I mean, it's still a little scary, but I have to live as well. And actually yesterday, it was for the first time in a long time, even before the transplant, we've decided to go visit a park in downtown, which is very close lang to the hospital. So my whole family was there, and even my baby nephew. We watched, swans na muntikan kami takbuhan ng Canada goose. They're notorious here. Notorious lang mga sutil na animals dito, yung Canada goose. And we enjoyed a little bit of the cherry blossom. We enjoyed fresh air. We enjoyed the hindi masyadong mainit pa ngayon eh. Kasi pag summer, sobrang init na. Sobrang
the way you described it, parang you have a renewed sense of beauty, of appreciating beauty are all around you.
Yes. Alam mo, I think yung gift ng brother ko, it is more than just the organ. It's a whole new perspective in life. And naiyak pa na ako. And I just really wish everyone knows how lucky we are, how privileged we are to be loved and to love and to just keep sharing love. And I feel like that is my new purpose, and to just keep sharing love and continue loving. I just want to share love, a lot of love.
You're a big ball of love.
I'm a glowing love right now. I'm the firstborn. Feeling ko I can do all things, and then I would suppress my feelings. I don't say anybody what I really feel inside, and then I don't know how, but I have developed this new character where I actually say what I feel, and that helped me a lot. I tell my mom, parang, Mom, I feel this, I feel sad like this and that, parang, and then I share it to friends, and I'm not afraid anymore to to share my like what I really really feel inside. Like the real Bea is showing up, and that helped me to release whatever it is that I feel inside. Nalalabas ko, and I think that also helped.
Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, when I first before we started the podcast, sabi ko parang ang ganda mo naman, Bea. Nag-effort.
You know, I've given a second chance in life, and so I decided to, you know, do little things that will make me happy, and getting my hair blow dried and putting on a little makeup, that makes me happy. So I want to keep doing that.
Alam mo, the way I see it, Bea, no? Compare, if I'm comparing it to yung video na pinadala mo sa Binibining Pilipinas before, parang bigla kang nabuo as a person.
That's a really, really nice thing to say. Thank you.
No,
I
like,
think Brother's Kidney is the missing piece.
I'm being honest kanina nung sinabi ko. Kasi parang, I know, nung time na nagpadala ka ng video sa, sa Binibini, it's like, you were fully made up, you were so, di ba, ayos na ayos ka and all. It's like, parang, I'm not gonna show any tinge of defeat, ganyan. I mean, I have to give it to you. Talagang bravo, that was a bravo moment for me. Pero, iba ngayon eh. Like, parang, even the way you smile, it's not,
you're gonna
it's
make
not
me
beautiful.
cry.
Okay, I want to end this by asking you, ano ang message mo para kay Paul?
Oh, wow. I just want to tell you, Paul, I love you so much. And thank you for saving my life. And you have no idea how that changes my whole world and our world and the whole family's world and even my friends' worlds. You have touched so many lives. And it might be small for you, but it is the biggest and most important gift I have ever received. And I will continue to live to the fullest. And like you said, to live beautifully. And I dedicate my life for you. I love you so much. Thank you.
My gosh. So heartfelt. Grabe. You're making me cry again, Bea.
I really want to, I want to be honest 100%. And, I'm given a second chance in life, so I will keep sharing honesty.
Not everyone kasi is given that. It's, not everyone is accorded that chance. And you're one of the very few blessed ones. Kasi I know of some people also who kahit na yung family members nila are not viable candidates and they're still in the dark right now, don't lose hope because God works in a lot of mysterious ways, katulad nung sa'yo, di ba? So yes. I guess that's the message I got for the day. It's really worth waking up to this story, and I will forever cherish this story in my heart.
Thank you so much.
Bea, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Thank you.